a Miiverse video on this channel in 2021. I'm making this video because the other day YouTube recommended me a video called the Miiverse Iceberg Explained that I watched, and apparently these iceberg type videos are a current popular genre here on YouTube. I can't really explain them well because I just recently discovered this phenomenon myself, so I'll just pull an explanation from Reddit for those of you who are a bit out of the loop when it comes to these type of videos. The idea is the image represents all knowledge about a subject. From there, parts of the iceberg are categorized into tiers to categorize the knowledge. A common categorization is to organize information from top to bottom in order from what people know to fringe, unproven conspiracy theories. So, yeah, there you go. And when I was watching this video, all the memories were just flooding back to me. All of these names that I haven't heard in fucking years, all of these memes that I completely forgot existed. All of it just came rushing back, and it helped me realize how much I just do not miss this website at all. Don't get me wrong, there were certainly some very positive aspects to Miiverse. I met a lot of awesome people on there, which, with the exception of like maybe two people I haven't spoken to in fucking years, and ever since Miiverse shut down, I have had no way of contacting any of these people, so chances are I'll probably never speak to them again because they have probably long forgotten about me, so oh well. But when I was at my most active and I was talking to these people all the time, they really brightened my day. It was because of those people I kept going back onto Miiverse every day and continuously posting my god-awful rant posts onto there. It's really hard reading those things on that Miiverse archive website, but it was a lot of fun at the time. And at the time, I really had no experience with social media prior to Miiverse. I was 11 when I first started using Miiverse. I was 11 when I first got my Wii U. It was Christmas of 2012. And at the time, I wasn't allowed to have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or any other social media website that was popular at the time. And I really wanted a taste of what social media was like, and Miiverse was that taste. Miiverse was a kid-friendly social media website, and it played kind of an important role in my life at the time. I've, of course, had friends in real life prior to Miiverse, but when I got my Wii U, I was about 3 months into my first year of middle school, and some of my friends from elementary school went to the same middle school I went to, but a lot of us split up. They went to various other middle schools in the area. And it was pretty saddening because a lot of those friends were some of my bestest friends, and I didn't have a chance to talk to them because they, of course, didn't go to the middle school I went to. And Miiverse provided, some comfort. I didn't make friends right off the bat on Miiverse. It took a while, but when I did, it was very, very nice. And constantly posting about things I don't like onto Miiverse, regardless of how trivial and stupid the subject matters of those posts were, it was a confidence booster because a lot of the times there would be people in the comment section under those posts saying, yeah, you're right. You're totally right about this subject. I agree with you. And that inevitably led to me starting up this channel and doing essentially the same thing, but in video form. I would make a video on any given topic, and people will be under the video in the comments saying, yeah, you're right. I totally agree with you. 100%. Or there will be someone saying, you're a fucking idiot. You're so wrong about this subject. Go die. But hey, it's attention nonetheless, right? And I really have Miiverse to thank for that confidence, and I have Miiverse to thank for this channel being a thing at all. So why don't I miss it? Because it played a big role at a certain point in my life, but if it were to be introduced today, it probably wouldn't play a role in my life at all. I mean, I'd probably have some mild interest in it. Maybe I'd shitpost a little bit, and that would be it, but I would be nowhere near as active as I was when I was 13 if Miiverse were to be introduced or reintroduced at this point in time. I already have YouTube, Twitter, Discord, and for my personal life, Instagram. I have all these other means of communicating with people online. I really do not need something like Miiverse in my life at this point. And not to mention the insurmountable amount of times I've been banned on Miiverse for bullshit reasons. I mean, some of the reports I look back on and say, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said this on a children's website, but some of them truly were bullshit, and that was really frustrating at the time, and I'd rather not relive that frustration, even though probably these days I'd just laugh it off as opposed to being really angry like I was back then, because Miiverse played, of course, a much bigger role in my life than it does now. But it was really thanks to that I really didn't feel any sort of void when it shut down. Even though I really didn't feel anything when Miiverse first shut down, I mean, fuck, just a few months prior to it shutting down, my Wii U was console banned from Miiverse, and not only that, it was completely banned from using any online service at all, so obviously, the administrators doing that to me really left a bad taste in my mouth, but I felt Maybe as time passes, I'll begin to miss it, and here we are, 4 years later, I still don't really miss it. I've of course reminisced in the years since, and I look back on the happy memories that Miiverse provided me, but I mean, I'm fine with those staying just as that, memories. Miiverse just came at a perfect time in my life. It served its purpose, and I don't think I ever mentioned this, but part of the reason why I retired from the site wasn't just because of that stupid update that brought a 30 post and comment limit. It was also because I felt like I was outgrowing the website. I mean, I was only 14. I was just leaving middle school and entering my first year of high school, but still, the website was full of a lot of stupid kids, a lot of stupid, edgy memer kids who thought they were funny, but in reality they were just tryhards, and I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of them were neo-Nazis on 4chan now, but Miiverse was infested with that, and I really just wanted to distance myself from that. It was at this point I finally started to realize this is a children's app. I do not need this in my life anymore. I have YouTube now, I have Google Plus now, remember when that was a thing? I have Instagram now, I have Twitter now. I really do not see a need for Miiverse in my life anymore, so I just retired and used the stupid update as an excuse to retire, which, of course, again, was certainly part of the reason I retired. I mean, having a limit where you can only post 30 posts and comments combined a day is fucking stupid and horribly restrictive. I wanted nothing to do with that, so I quit, but it was also because I was just entering high school at the time. And again, I really didn't need to be on a site anymore that was mostly made up of elementary schoolers. And that's the reason why the moderation on that website was so strict, because it was mostly meant for kids. And if Nintendo were to say, yeah, we're gonna bring Miiverse back on the Switch, would I even join that? Yeah, sure, just for the lulz. I mean, maybe I would make a few shit posts onto it, and that would be it. It would be nothing I would post to on a daily basis like I used to when I was at my most active on Miiverse, but yeah, I still thank Miiverse for the happy memories. It was a shithole, sure, but it was a shithole that I liked, okay? Yeah, that concludes this 2021 Miiverse video. Who knows if I'll ever make another one. I mean, I've been kind of thinking of making a sequel video to that video I made where I read my really awful old Miiverse posts. That should be fun, but yeah. And I'm also sorry to announce that I was not mentioned at all in that Miiverse iceberg video. I mean, come on, my guy. You couldn't have a dedicated category to Miiverse rants? Fuck you. Anyways, joking aside, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.